The question is, has a white person ever said something racist to you, not knowing you were black? Yeah. I remember I was at this party. I think it was a WrestleMania party. I was there with two of my friends, and as always, I was the only black person. Small town in Washington. What are you going to do? I didn't really know the dude whose party it was. He was a work friend of one of the friends that I was there with. At the beginning of WrestleMania that year, the Harlem Youth Choir was singing. I don't know if it was a national anthem or whatever. Anyway, there's like 30 people in this house, maybe more. A dude in the back starts being like, what the fuck are these monkeys doing on the screen? His friend, I guess, liked that shit, so he joined in. Now there's these two dudes who are just screaming, why are these fucking monkeys on the goddamn screen? My homies I came with are now looking at me like their dad owned my dad, and they just found out about it. The homie Sean just gave me that look like, if you want to do something, let's do it. I just kind of shrugged and kept watching. The TV, not the racist. This wasn't my first rodeo. Also, I really wanted to watch WrestleMania. So the homies I came with are like, yo, let's just get the fuck out of here. But I'm stubborn, petty, and don't give a fuck. So I was like, nah, I'm not leaving. Eventually, the two racist motherfuckers stopped screaming, fuck these monkeys, and other slurs. WrestleMania started, and, it was a good match. Throughout the matches, though, people started finding out that I was black. Not because I told them. I don't know who did, but people would just, randomly come up to me and apologize for the two dudes. Just like, hey, man, I just want, I'm not like that. I'm sorry that happened. Like, you want some weed? You want to smoke some weed with me? Eventually, I had befriended most of the people in the house. And the more that happened, the more the dudes who were doing it became less welcome. About halfway through the night, through the party, through the matches, they were asked, not with the most politest tone, to vacate the premises. At first, they were like, why? What did we do? And then for out of nowhere, a beer bottle just exploded on one of the dude's forehead. I turned to see who did it. It's this redneck motherfucker. Carhartt, you know what I'm talking about? Belt buckle that went up to his nips. So the redneck and the racist and MC belt buckle started brawling. And even though it was 2.5 on 1, they not winning. And nobody was helping them. Eventually they got kind of dragged out the house and thrown into the street. MC belt buckle comes back in, gives me kind of and then just goes back to drinking. Later in the night, we get to talking, MC belt buckle and me. Come to find out that he's from Houston. He has a black wife, and he was watching the whole thing. When he saw them start doing that shit, and he knew I was black, and he saw me just kind of shaking my head he was just stewing and drinking from then on. He was like, I wasn't paying attention to the matches at all. I was just getting drunk and angry. Anyway, that shit was funny. It wasn't the first time it happened, and it wasn't the last either.